great episode this week. We have a lighter housekeeping because we have like a double cringe of the week.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of an abbreviated housekeeping. We just had over the weekend in New Orleans the red dress run here in New Orleans. It's what they do every year. Everyone wears a red dress and they go into town and they drink all day. Just another excuse to drink all day, it seems like.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The dudes wear dresses. Everyone wears a dress and does a run.
Yeah. The dudes are wearing dresses. Grantley, our friend, the typical liberal, he and I were asking some people about Helen Keller, which is pretty funny. And basically what we realized was anytime you talk to a guy, if you tell him the facts about Helen Keller, like, hey, does it make sense she flew a plane, wrote a book, had an accent? Eventually everyone's kind of like, yeah, it doesn't make much sense. I don't believe it. But then once their girlfriends come over and we tell them what we're talking about, the girlfriends are always like, get away from them. No, Helen Keller was real. So it completely like changes the mood once the girls got involved.
It's interesting.
Yeah, every single time too. The guys are like, yeah, that makes sense. You made some fair points. Sounds like she's a fraud.
Yeah.
Sounds like
at
Ann
least
Sullivan.
a little exaggerated.
Yeah, exactly. Ann Sullivan's probably a communist. Yeah, it makes sense. And the girlfriends come over and go, no, you guys are being mean. No, Helen Keller was real. We're not saying that. We need to leave.
No, I learned this in 3rd grade.
Yeah, literally every single time. I had one of the best bits I've ever done in my entire life. I'm not just saying that. At the Red Dress Run, there were a lot of like Chad guys, you know, like good looking guys who were tall and built and they were wearing dresses. Mm-hmm. And, you know, obviously not a good look for men. Men shouldn't really wear dresses ever. So I was going up to a lot of them. A lot of them look like they're frat guys, like in college or something, right? Yeah. Like 20-something years old.
Which would be the time if you're going to do a wear a dress bit.
Like goof around, you wear a dress. You know, I get it. So the bit that I was doing, which I'm so proud of, it's the best bit I've ever done. I was walking by guys, and everyone was drunk. So everyone was kind of like in a different mindset. I was walking by the Chad guys in the dresses, and I was going, wake up. You need to wake up. There's not much time left. You need to wake up. I would just walk by, and then that was it. Just like snap my fingers. There's not much time left. You have to wake up. And then the people would hear me and be like, whoa.
They would instantly snap out of it, and they'd go, what am I doing in this? Yeah. They'd take their dress off.
Pretty much what happened. Like, it was the best bit ever. You need to wake up. There's not much time left. We need you. You have to wake up. And then for some people had a change of heart.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking about that to this day.
What did he mean by that?
Yeah, like what happened? So yeah, that was super fun. That was probably the best bit I've ever done. We have an abbreviated housekeeping. We have to move on really quick. Grantley made gumbo for us the other day, and as a joke, he's like, "Oh, rate it 1 to 10." And as a joke, I said 6 out of 10. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of like started explaining why it wasn't as good as it usually is, and I never got to correct it. Grantley, I was kidding. The gumbo was fantastic. It was like a 7, 8 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, next, Dan Crenshaw. We were
7 or 8. After you corrected from a 6.
Can't let a bit go. There's still got to be bits on bits.
Okay.
Dan Crenshaw. We were obviously right about Dan Crenshaw. We've been saying Dan Crenshaw sucks for months now. Mm-hmm. We have a literal Dan Crenshaw sucks shirt available on shopfleckus.com. Yeah. So we've been saying he sucks forever. Sure enough, he came out the other day and was saying like any right-wing person who's saying that the FBI should be defunded is not a serious person. It's an unserious argument. Unserious.
Yeah.
So
he said they finally got us. They finally got people on the right to say defund the FBI. It's like, what are you talking about?
We've been saying defund the FBI the whole time, Dan.
Rand Paul. Go talk to Rand Paul.
Dan, we've been saying it the whole time. Crossfire Hurricane, Dan. They tried to steal Gretchen Whitmer, Dan.
That was the FBI. The FBI tried to kill her.
Yeah. So I guess we're unserious now. So we were right. And I just wanted to say I'm very happy to be proven right all the time about these topics because imagine if we had done the Crenshaw Sucks episodes and then like he comes out and says, you know, I'm going to champion the election fraud problems. I'm going to be in charge of making sure there's no more election fraud. And then we would have had to backtrack and be like, all right, Dan Crenshaw's getting this one right.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they get, you know, we didn't have to do that. We were sure with our initial read on who Dan Crenshaw is, and we just continue to get proven right. Him and Mike Pence can go talk about how, oh, you're unserious if you want to defund the FBI.
And we don't swing on someone on the right wing for like one petty little infraction, you know?
No,
kind of build a case. We have a dossier on the side. We kind of see, oh, that, and then you swing on the podcast.
And then it escalates, exactly. We have a little bit of a thing. We give him a chance to correct it. We give him a chance to correct the record. No, then we'll make a T-shirt. Still didn't correct the record. Still not, you know, doing MAGA stuff. Cool. Now we have the Dan Crenshaw action figure.
And we've seen,
which is still available on fuckustoys.com.
And we've seen how Crenshaw his little alliances, like, oh, I'm kind of a Liz Cheney guy, stuff like that. And it's just like not good, not helping anybody. No redemption at all that we've seen.
Yeah.
It's only gotten slipperier.
Only gotten slipperier, only been more exposed. But that's what we do on the show. We shine light in the dark places so people like Dan Crenshaw can't screw us over down the line when it comes to something more important, like John McCain did with the healthcare vote.
Yeah, for real.
Moving on, housekeeping.